The Nashville Symphony is celebrating the grand reopening of the Schermerhorn Symphony Center with violin virtuoso Itzhak Perlman. Join me as we learn more on this week's Arts Break.
We wanted to reopen the hall with a big splash. That, I think, meant having a great artist come and help us celebrate. Itzhak's name kind of came up, and he had already played with the orchestra a couple of years ago as a conductor and as a violinist. So we just kind of threw the idea at him and said, you know, would you be willing to come to Nashville for a New Year's Eve gala for the reopening of the hall, a special occasion? There was no hesitation in his mind. The idea for him to come back and play for such a special occasion was easy for him to accept, and I think that speaks volumes of the type of artists that we keep attracting here to Nashville. And I couldn't imagine a better way of having this celebratory feeling of what's about to take place, which is reopening our great concert hall.
You know, New Year's Eve is all about making resolutions. It's about new beginnings. We thought there's no more fitting time than New Year's Eve to have this kind of celebration. I'm really proud of the organization because we stayed true to our mission. Our mission really isn't about a building, it's really about performing music for Nashville. The building is a wonderful tool for us, and it's one of the great halls of the world, but the building can be fixed. And we felt like our job was even perhaps more important than ever, playing music for the community, because the community needed the kind of hope and solace that only music can provide.
For a New Year's Eve concert, we're kind of modeling the concert after what you normally see the Vienna New Year's Days concert, which is a very light concert filled with beautiful music, a lot of waltzes. Of course, Itzhak will play quite a few selections of great virtuosic pieces that have made him who he is. And along with that, we'll play a couple of very light tunes by Leroy Anderson. But in my opinion, he's one of the great American composers of the 20th century. He's going to be very, very happy. He's all going to be very celebratory. And in the end, we're all going to be grateful of what has taken place and being happy again in our home. It's the perfect opportunity to just come together and remember how fortunate we are to live in a town that has these many incredible things available to all of us.
Itzhak Perlman performs with the Nashville Symphony for the grand reopening of the Schermerhorn Symphony Center on Friday, December 31st. For more information, visit us online at wnpt.net/arts.
This NPT Arts Break is made possible by the generous support of the Ingram Charitable Fund and the Metropolitan Nashville Arts Commission.